Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk to you about something very important: how to speak English better than ever before. Many English learners feel stuck. They study a lot, but speaking still feels difficult. If you feel this way, you are not alone. Many people feel the same. But the good news is that you can improve your speaking, and it doesn't have to take many years. With the right methods, you can start speaking better very soon. Let's begin our journey together. Have you ever wondered what makes fluent speakers different from beginners? You might think fluent speakers know every word or never make mistakes. But that's not true. Fluent speakers also make mistakes. The big difference is confidence. Fluent speakers are not afraid to speak. Even if they forget a word or make a grammar mistake, they keep talking. They do not stop or feel nervous. That's why they sound fluent. They believe in themselves. Imagine this. You are having a conversation in English. The words are coming easily. You are not thinking too much about grammar or vocabulary. You are just speaking naturally and smoothly. That is the goal. But how can you reach that goal? The answer may surprise you. You don't need to change your whole study routine. You don't need to learn thousands of new words. You only need a few simple techniques that will help you speak with confidence. The first and most important step is to build confidence. If you don't feel confident, it's hard to speak well. But don't worry. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you can learn and grow. Anyone can speak better than before. It doesn't matter what your current level is. If English speaking feels scary or hard, this video is for you. I will guide you step by step. I'll teach you easy techniques that you can start using today. By the end of this journey, you will feel more confident. You will speak English more clearly and easily. Before we learn the techniques, let's understand why confidence is so important. When you feel confident, you are not afraid to speak. You are not afraid to make mistakes. And when you do make mistakes, you learn from them. Every time you speak, you are practicing your language skills and also growing your confidence. Here is a quote I really like. It's from Winston Churchill. He said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." This means success does not last forever, and failure is not the end. What really matters is to keep going. And this is true when learning to speak English. The more you speak, the more confident you become. The more confident you are, the better you speak. Maybe you're thinking, "But I don't feel confident yet." That's okay. It's completely normal. Confidence grows with practice. The more you speak, the more comfortable you feel. The better you feel, the more you speak. It's a circle. Here's a small challenge for you. Try to speak English every day, even just for 5 minutes. Talk to a friend, a family member, or even to yourself. The important thing is to start. Even if it feels strange at first, it will get easier. Remember, don't aim for perfect English. Aim for progress. Even small steps will help you move forward. Now that we understand how important confidence is, let's learn the first technique to help you speak English better. This technique is called active listening. Many people think that speaking well means just talking more. But that's not true. If you want to speak well, you must also learn to listen well. Listening is the foundation of speaking. Think of it like this. Before you can speak, your brain needs to hear and understand how English sounds. When you listen carefully, you learn how native speakers build sentences, how they connect their ideas, and how they pronounce words naturally. This helps you get used to the rhythm and music of English. Soon, your brain starts to understand what sounds right in English. Then speaking becomes much easier and more natural. But not all listening helps you improve. You need to do something called active listening. What is active listening? Active listening means that you don't just let the words pass by. You pay attention. You listen carefully and try to understand every part of what you hear. You notice how people speak, how their voice goes up and down, when they pause, and how they link words together. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're listening to a podcast. Try not to just hear it like background noise. Instead, focus closely. Ask yourself, what kind of sentences are they using? Short or long? Are they speaking fast or slow? How do they show emotions with their voice? Can you repeat their sentences? This kind of deep listening is what makes your brain learn faster. You begin to understand how real English works in daily life. Now let's talk about one of the best ways to practice active listening. It's called shadowing. Shadowing is a method where you listen to a speaker and immediately repeat what they say. It's like becoming their shadow. You copy their words, their tone, their speed, everything. This technique trains both your ears and your mouth at the same time. Let's break shadowing down into simple steps. Step 1. Choose the right audio. Pick a short podcast, story, or video. It should be something you enjoy and understand. If it's too difficult, choose something simpler. You can use materials from my YouTube channel. They are perfect for learners like you. Step 2. Listen carefully. Start by playing one sentence or one short part of the audio. Focus on the speaker's pronunciation and intonation. Try to feel the rhythm of the sentence. Step 3. Pause and repeat. After hearing the sentence, pause the audio and repeat it out loud. Try to match the speaker's voice, speed, and tone as much as you can. Step 4. Continue in small parts. Do this for 5 to 10 minutes each day. Slowly your mouth will get used to saying English sentences without stopping or thinking too much. You don't need to understand every word perfectly. Just focus on the sounds and flow of English. Now, let me share a story with you. One of my students, Sarah, was very shy. She was scared to speak English in front of others. She thought she would make too many mistakes. I told her to try shadowing every day with short podcast clips. At first, it was hard. She made many mistakes, but she didn't stop. After 2 weeks, her voice became clearer. After a month, she could speak without stopping to translate in her head. Shadowing helped her build both fluency and confidence. So remember, shadowing is not about being perfect. You will make mistakes. That's okay. The goal is to speak more naturally, without fear or hesitation. And here's something important from me. Record yourself when you shadow. This might feel strange at first, but it's a great way to hear your own progress. When you listen to your recording later, you will notice how your pronunciation and fluency are improving. You can even compare your voice to the original speaker and learn where to improve. Let me give you a tip. Start with simple materials like children's stories, beginner podcasts, or slow English videos. Then slowly move to more advanced content. Here's a great quote by Stephen Covey. Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. This means we often listen just to answer, not to learn. But when you practice active listening, you're learning. You're truly understanding. And when you understand better, you speak better. To sum up what we've learned in Part 2, listening is the first step to speaking well. Active listening helps you notice how English is spoken. Shadowing helps you copy real English and trains your mouth to speak naturally. Don't worry about mistakes. Focus on repeating and learning. Record yourself and listen to your progress. Practice daily, even if only for 5 to 10 minutes. Now that you know how to do active listening and shadowing, let's move to another very effective technique: repetition. Many learners think they need to learn hundreds of new words. But actually, fluency comes from using the words you already know, again and again. Repetition is how your brain learns to speak without stopping to think. When you repeat the same phrases many times, your brain and mouth start to work together. Soon, you can say those phrases without even thinking. Think about how you learned to ride a bike. At first, it was difficult. You had to think about balance and pedaling. But after some time, your body remembered what to do. Now you can ride a bike without thinking. It's automatic. Speaking English can be the same. Repetition makes it automatic. Let me share a story about Paul, one of my students. Paul knew many English words, but he had a problem. He couldn't speak without pausing. He had to think before saying each sentence. I told him to try a simple repetition exercise. Every day, he picked 5 useful English phrases and said each one 5 times out loud. After a week, he started using those phrases without hesitation. Repetition helped him speak naturally and confidently. Here's how you can use repetition to improve your speaking. Step 1. Repeat common phrases. Start with useful, everyday phrases like, "How are you?" "I'd like a cup of coffee." "What time is the meeting?" Say these phrases out loud, again and again. Do this while walking, cooking, or even brushing your teeth. The goal is to make these phrases feel easy and natural. Step 2. Use the mirror technique. Stand in front of a mirror. Look at yourself while speaking. This helps you become more confident. Say one sentence 5 times. Watch your lips, listen to your voice, and fix your pronunciation. This is also a great way to practice eye contact, which helps in real conversations. Step 3. Combine shadowing with repetition. After shadowing a sentence from a podcast or video, repeat that sentence by yourself several times. First, copy the speaker. Then say the sentence on your own, using your voice. This makes your brain remember the structure and pronunciation. Step 4. Record yourself. Use your phone or computer to record your voice. Read a short story or say a few sentences. Then listen to your recording. Ask yourself, do I sound natural? Is my pronunciation clear? Am I speaking smoothly? Then repeat the sentences again and try to improve. Step 5. Start small, grow big. Don't start with long sentences or hard grammar. Begin with small, clear phrases like, "I love learning English. He is my friend. It's a beautiful day." With time, increase the difficulty. The key is consistency. Practice every day, even just 10 minutes. Here's a quote I love by Aristotle. "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. That means if you repeat speaking every day, you build a strong habit. And that habit leads to fluency. Now let's talk about something very important: how to make practice fun. Many people stop practicing because they feel bored. But learning doesn't have to be boring. In fact, the more fun you have, the faster you learn. Here are some fun ways to practice speaking. 1. Role-playing, pretend you're in real situations. For example, you're ordering coffee in a cafe. You're checking into a hotel. You're meeting a friend at a party. Practice what you would say. You can even write down a short dialogue and act it out. Do it with a partner or by yourself in front of a mirror. 2. Talk about your hobbies. Choose a topic you love: cooking, sports, travel, music. Talk about it in English. For example, describe your favorite dish. Explain your favorite movie. Talk about your last vacation. Because you love the topic, your words will come more easily. This makes speaking feel fun and natural. 3. Play speaking games. There are many games that help you speak English. 20 questions. Think of a word and have someone ask yes/no questions to guess it. Would you rather? Ask funny, would you rather questions in English. Describe and guess. One person describes something without saying its name, and the other guesses. 4. Use podcasts and stories. Listen to interesting English podcasts or short stories. After listening, talk about them. What happened in the story? What did you learn? What do you think will happen next? You can find many such stories on my YouTube channel. Choose your favorite and practice speaking about it. 5. Change your environment. Try speaking in different places. At home, in a park, at a cafe. This helps you feel comfortable speaking English in real-life situations. 6. Celebrate small wins. If you speak English for 5 minutes, celebrate. If you learn a new word, smile. If you finish a role play, feel proud. Every small win gives you motivation to keep going. Now, let's talk about one more thing. What if you feel stuck? Sometimes you may feel like you're not improving. Maybe you forget words. Maybe you feel afraid to speak. This is called a speaking block, and it's normal. Here are some ways to break through it. 1. Don't fear mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. Mistakes are not bad. They are part of learning. Instead of stopping, keep talking. Try using other words to explain what you mean. Keep the conversation going. 2. Use self-talk. Talk to yourself in English. Describe what you are doing. For example, now I'm making tea. I'm going to the store. Ask yourself questions. What should I wear today? Then answer in English. This helps you think in English and practice at any time. 3. Role-play difficult situations. Practice situations that make you nervous. For example, a job interview asking for directions. Giving a short presentation. Practice again and again until you feel confident. 4. Stay positive. Some days will feel hard, but don't give up. Progress is not always fast, but it is happening. Keep a journal. Write about what you practiced each day. You'll see your growth over time. Practice in real life. Use English in real places: cafes, stores, online groups, or language exchange apps. Talking to real people helps you build real fluency. So, to finish today's video, confidence is the key to speaking well. Practice active listening and shadowing every day. Repeat phrases often to make them easy to say. Make practice fun with games, hobbies, and stories. Break through speaking blocks with small steps, self-talk, and real-life practice. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. Thank you so much for watching and learning with me today. I hope these tips help you feel stronger and more excited about speaking English. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more English learning lessons. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and remember, your English will get better one step at a time. Have a wonderful day, and see you in the next video.